And Woody likes the crooked cock.
On Keemstar for like a 40-minute video or something like that. I haven't been a big fan of Keemstar since he attacked my son, so maybe I'm a little biased. But
what's the suicide thing you said there?
So there was a YouTuber named, like, it's not Erica, it's something close to it, like Itika or something like that. And the guy was clearly mentally troubled, right? You know, he would threaten suicide. He talked about like jumping off a bridge or something. And Keemstar's take on mental depression, which he's put out there on Twitter a bunch of times, is like, you're weak, just be happy. Don't take medicine. That's just a scam by the healthcare industry for your depression. Just go out, achieve more, and be a stronger person. That's Keemstar's take on mental health. And it really lacks empathy. He talked to this guy several kill and was always like, kill yourself, go jump off a bridge, laughing at him, etc. He killed himself. I think he jumped off a bridge or something like that. And then all of a sudden, Keemstar is like, leave me alone. I'm just trying to mourn my friend. I can't believe you guys are out there like tagging me for this. And he just edited the video, and it really showed like the before and after and the transition that Keemstar went under. And so Keemstar is currently in the internet doghouse, although the guy is, people don't watch Keemstar because he's a nice guy or because they like him, right? They watch him for some other reason. They find his topics interesting or whatever.
Well, it's drama, right? Like that's his whole show, internet
so
drama. Proving
that Keemstar is a jerk never hurts Keemstar, right? Like, it's out there. We all know Keemstar is a dick. That's not news. That's not a change. Everyone knows you can't hurt the Hulk with kryptonite. You can't ruin Keemstar's reputation. It doesn't get lower. And he's like, look, I'm scum and I do scummy shit. And that's who Keemstar is. So there's no exposing him as scummy. Currently, people are reminded that he's scummy and they're all like upset with him. But I think in 2 months, he'll be right back where he was as YouTube scummy dude.
Probably. Yeah. I've never watched any Keemstar content, and I've also never watched any H3 content, I don't think. No, I watched a clip of his podcast when he had Bill Burr on, when Bill Burr apparently was just like not having whatever it was. And
it was
I think that's
awkward,
the extent of my
he got a bunch of, he made a video about that or something, like he and his wife. He's because, so the internet is kind of turned against H3 to some extent. He started off making reaction video content, and it wasn't straight up like reaction videos, the really low effort ones where you just make faces while the video plays. He would make he'd mock it and do his own little skits and intersplice it in, and sort of a value add reaction video. People loved that. My impression is he sort of saw himself on the top of the bell curve at that and transitioned into the podcast. And a lot of people are like, hey, I liked this about you. I don't like this new thing about you. And they fuss at him. Anyway, he acknowledged the Bill Burr thing, and he's like, people say I'm unrelatable now, as he's like getting into his Porsche. People think that I shouldn't live in this house. It's beautiful. It makes me look like a fucking peasant. Like, it's a $9 million home with this like infinity pool or something and a Porsche in the garage. He's doing amazingly well. And he's like, people say that, I fucked up the Bill Burr interview or whatever. I'm misquoting. And his wife is like, yeah, that was cringy. And I was like, yeah, own it. Like, it was kind of cringy. And they you were able to be like, yeah, that happened. I thought he handled that well, but it's so
the Keemstar war with him, it's kind of sizzling out now, I guess. Or...
It's 2 days old or something. Like it's when I saw the video, it had 1 million views, and then I popped in on it today, and it had maybe 3.7 million views. So it's for people that follow YouTube drama, I guess it's the hip thing right now. But like I said, there's no chance that people will change their opinion on Keemstar. Everyone knows what Keemstar is about. He's trash.
Oh, it stopped making weird. Stop blinking as soon as I held it vertically.
Ah,
yeah, the liquid's pouring down toward the other side.
Yeah. Now it's gonna put random numbers instead of Windows key on your screen.
Did that? No, it did not stop it.
Good.
No. Good.
So what keyboard?
We were talking.
Okay. I have one more.
Yeah.
Go
I was gonna say I didn't have anything else on the H3 Keemstar thing because I plan to watch H3's video on stream to try and understand what it's about, but that neither here nor there. But I finished The Sopranos last night. I was anticipating the end. Like, have you ever gotten to the end of a show? Or I know we've all talked about this. I know we have, where like you get bummed out knowing it's coming to an end. Like the way Kyle described that scene, the end one, where you're like, oh, and then it's just kind of a carousel, revolving door of people coming in, sitting down, like laughing, doing whatever they're doing. And as that was happening, I was having like that feeling of like, oh no, oh, this is really it, isn't it? This is the end of the fucking show. Shit. And I was expecting the mid-sentence cutout thing to be at least a little more obvious than that, instead of him just kind of hearing a ring and then just not even looking up all the way, just like getting to here and then ends. And so, correct me, most people understand, or not understand, assume like, okay, the end there was him right about to get assassinated.
Yep.
That's the understanding.
My understanding is he got assassinated. That he didn't register the bullet or anything, but we see his brain turn off. That's how I interpreted the last scene.
Yeah. But is there any I guess like fan theories of other things that might have happened?
Fan theories don't matter. David Chase has spoken on the matter.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Is that it?
It's
what
yeah,
Taylor
that's
said.
it. He's dead.
Yeah. They I don't know. I didn't put it together until other people like pointed it out to me.
Killed AJ.
There's a scene on maybe a boat with Bobby Bagliata or something close to that, where Tony was describing how it happens, and he's like, it just goes to black or something. Maybe Kyle, you can do it better than I can.
Yeah. I mean, you pretty much got it. He's like, bet you don't even feel it, huh? Yeah. It's just everything goes black. It's over.
Yeah.
And they're having that discussion because Bobby had never killed anybody. And then, of course, Tony uses that information to his advantage the next day when he sends Bobby to have to go assassinate that guy, that Frenchman, that French Canadian fella, because he knew that was the best way to hurt Bobby.
Yeah, poor good. Bobby.
Why was he hurting Bobby again?
Because
Bobby beat him up.
Oh,
Bobby beat the shit out of him when they were playing Monopoly or whatever, and Tony was saying that Janice was blowing all the guys under the
boardwalk. With Janice blowing some guy.
Janice is Bobby's
with
wife.
With this schlong in Jan's mouth under the boardwalk. Yeah. And then Bobby beats the absolute shit out of him. And then you feel bad for Bobby when he was killing that guy, because you could tell like the way like Paulie kills someone is so blasé and who cares that he'll like cap somebody and then just be like, and this motherfucker bled on my brand new shoes. Like, brand new. And he'll like be mad about it. And like Bobby shot that guy.